Hey everybody, welcome to the second movie review. I'm filming these back to back. I just did the Without Remorse review, so if you go check that out. This is going to get published on May 2nd, and we're now getting into the Mitchells versus the Machines. Now, there are some notable things about the film that I should lay out before we get into the review. First of which is that this film actually had a small history up to its release. Originally it was called Connected, and was originally also supposed to be put in theaters. But Sony, I guess, sold off the film to Netflix, and I mean, it did have a small theatrical run, but now it's available on streaming now on Netflix. But just some notable things that changed, and then the filmmakers decided to change the film's name from Connected to The Mitchells versus the Machines. The film is directed by Mike Riada. It is his feature debut, so we'll get to that in a second. Produced notably by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, so that should spark a little bit of what the tone might possibly be. But the film follows a bunch of a misfit family, the Mitchells, and the world is in chaos. The machines are now taking over, these robots are taking over the world, and the only people that can stop them is this little dysfunctional family known as the Mitchells. Now, going into it, I didn't know how I was going to feel. I saw the trailer and I thought it looked okay at best, but I am very, very happy to report that The Mitchells versus the Machines is an absolute thrill. I really, really enjoyed myself with this film, and there are many reasons why, which we'll get into right now. I'm just going to pull up my thoughts right here because I like to write it on a Google Doc how I feel about films. Many things that this film works, many achievements that the film gets. First of which is that I think the film is very, very charming. The characters are extremely likable and very relatable. There are so many things. There's many elements of the film. Like for me personally, I'm at a point in my life where I can relate to one of these characters in particular, and the film really hit an emotional beat for me, and like there are points where I almost cried, and because of that, I think the message is very, very strong. I think it's also very uplifting. And very funny. There are so many jokes that land. It is very energetic as well. I think that might be the one thing that might turn off people from the film, is that it is a very, very energetic movie, filled with energy. It's not a it's not a somber film. It's not a calm movie. It is pumped with energy. But above all else, even though it is filled with energy and it is like at a hyperdrive, just moving at 100 miles per hour, and just energy is just off the scale, it is also above all else very moving. There's many scenes that where the family is talking to each other about about each other, and then how they're having trouble bonding and finding their middle ground and really becoming one. Those scenes really resonated with me, and I was very happy that the film was able to meet from both the comedy side of things that they wanted to hit, and also the emotional beats, and finding a way to meet in the middle and really, really win me over as a result. And I think the animation style also is breathtaking. I mean, again, it's stylized as hell. I mean, as the film is so filled with energy, the style complements it in such a hyper stylized manner. And it all works. It's not like it's there for just effect. It has a reason to be there. And I really enjoyed this movie. I really enjoyed this film. I wish it was called Connected. I think the new title's a little weird, but The Mitchells versus the Machines achieves mostly everything it wants to be. It's charming. It's uplifting. It is absolutely hilarious. And above all else, like I said, it is a very moving movie. And like I said, I'd be lying if I didn't say I'd almost cried at certain points. I mean, and on top of all that, the animation, as I said, it's breathtaking, it's unique, and stylish for all the right reasons. And I'm going to take it one step further. For what I have seen this year so far, this might be one of my favorite movies thus far this year. I'm not joking. I really enjoyed this film a lot. And I think it is a perfect movie for the family to watch right now. And just oddly timely as well, given the way it depicts certain things. Um, and it really it hit somewhere at home for me as well. Um, but I think that it will resonate with a lot of people, and I think that it's a fun film. It's filled with energy, and I think that it will definitely make its mark on a lot of people, and it definitely left an impression on me. Um, and just really, really happy with this movie, and I think you will too. So please go check it out. It's on Netflix. I think you'll really enjoy it. Sit down with the family and watch it, and I think you're in for a sweet ride because for me personally, this is one of my favorites of the year thus far, and I think it might be yours too.